Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Speakeasy. This is a Bootleggers podcast for all things Bootleggers related. Today I have with me a very special guest. I think everyone will be excited to see this one. We have Ben with us. I'm sure you all know who Ben is, but if you wouldn't mind, do you want to just give yourself a little introduction?
Yeah. Hello, guys. This is Ben. I made the YouTube video probably 9 to 10 years ago now, maybe, and that's why I'm famous. But also for being banned on site and other things. So yeah, and I'm still around now, leading Order of Chivalry
Yeah,
at the moment. Yeah.
awesome. So let's have a look at the let's say the history of Ben. Um,
Hmm.
what how did you get into the game? How did you start playing? What crews were you a part
Um,
of when you were younger? Stuff like that.
so when I started, I think it was like in year 8 in school,
Mhm.
and this kid, who I was friends with, played the game. And I was just sleeping over his house one day, and he just showed me the game. And we, at the time, we happened to be watching the OC, which is Orange County,
Yeah.
and we decided to basically sign up and share an account, um, called OC Don.
Right.
But it wasn't for like OC as in an OC. It was OC the
Yeah.
Orange County. So yeah, from that moment, um, well, I was pretty much cheating already, but I didn't even know I was cheating. um, and then so we shared the account, and then he bought some gold, and I screwed him over on it.
Well, this is your real life friend.
Yeah, for some gold.
Wow.
um, yeah. And then he sort of quit, and I just carried on playing. So already on this first account, this is I've got this cheating and screwing people over
So
straight
the
away.
the debauchery started from day one, basically.
Yeah, well, blame him. He introduced me to it.
Yeah, but you didn't have to scam him for gold on your first day, pretty much. What about like crews and stuff? What crews have you been a part of? Who was your
Not
who was your first friend? Who that wasn't from real life, so to say?
um I think it would be the Order, actually, but
Right,
I didn't join the Order. I was friends with someone called Dark Lord
right.
back then, and he would just help me occasionally. Um, and then after that, because the Order wouldn't allow me in for some reason, they didn't actually know who I was at the time, but it's just because I could never reach past boss for some reason.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, they wouldn't allow me in, and then I'm trying to think what I did. I then joined some crew called the Legends, and I think it was Mr. Bug maybe
Oh,
was leading it.
I don't know.
No, this was like really old. Yeah, and then he kicked me for scamming a member.
That's about right. Right.
So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. So, you briefly mentioned in your introduction about the
Yeah.
video that made you famous. I'm sure everyone's seen the video by now. What was going through your mind when you made that? Was and who was recording it as
um,
well? Was that
so
someone who was
that
involved
was
in bootleggers as well?
that was a real life friend actually. See,
Yeah.
over the years I've had friends who they've seen me play the game, and
Yeah.
then they'll create an account, but they'll never stick with it. So at the time, this was just a random friend who, um, at the time, he was called the Landmine, and he just filmed it, but then he quit shortly after. So he's irrelevant.
Mhm.
Um, but as for the video itself, I think I joined TSE and I don't know. I think I scammed someone again,
As the
and
New
they kicked
Yorker.
me. Yeah, as the New Yorker.
And the thing.
Yeah. And then yeah, they just kicked me, and I was like, oh fuck this, and I made a video. So, but looking back at it now, see, at the time I didn't know. I'm diagnosed now as autistic
Yeah.
and ADHD.
Yeah.
So when you get the classic autistic rage that gamers get, that's what that was back then. It
Right.
wasn't trolling or anything.
So
I
you
was serious.
you were
That was
deadly
not a troll.
serious when you took that
Yeah,
video. Right. Okay.
yeah. That wasn't, see, because people mistook that.
Hmm.
They thought I was just trolling and everything.
Well,
But no,
that's what I thought as well. To be honest, I
no,
thought
no,
I was
no.
just gonna be
That was a
trolling.
serious threat.
That's amazing. That's actually amazing. Obviously, not the fact that you've been diagnosed autistic
No,
or
no,
that,
I
but
know.
yeah, that's brilliant. If that video was actually intended to be serious, then that just makes it 10 times
Yeah,
better.
but I could never make it past boss.
Did
So
you
I never fucked their ass.
did you expect the video to take off like it did? And obviously, all these years later, was it 10, 12 years or something later? Then it's did you expect it to still be as prevalent now, or even more prevalent now than it was back
um,
then?
no, not at the time of making it. I didn't
No.
think about that. I actually deleted it, and then someone re-uploaded it.
So if I go on YouTube now, it won't be your
No,
account, will it not?
it even writes in even in that little comment bit, it says that Ben deleted the video, so I re-uploaded it to him.
God,
So it could actually be older than 9 years. I think
I
it might
think
have
it
been
is, to be honest.
maybe.
It's definitely older than 9 years. If you think about it, round seven was when I came back. Round seven lasted 2 years. Round eight lasted 2 years. Round nine lasted 2 years. Round 9.5 was just under 2 years. So
Yeah,
there's 2, 4, 6, 8 years there. So it definitely
yeah,
wasn't round seven. That we're looking at like maybe 13 years ago, something like that. If you were that age,
possibly.
yeah, it's a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had that video. Not what many people don't know is there was a second video quite recently, wasn't there? I think that was
Mm,
that was about
there
around
was a
seven.
couple of videos.
The I remember the I smoke now video. That was that's the one I'm referring to.
Yeah, no, I deleted them. I just made the videos at the time because people were pestering me for a second video.
Yeah.
Um, but then I looked back at it and I thought, well, this is kind of cringy because you can't really. The original is always the best.
Yeah.
So this one was just a load of shit. So I was like, oh fuck that, delete.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah,
And the second video is definitely deleted and won't be coming back then.
no, that's
Any
gone. I don't even know what I said in it.
any plans for future videos? Maybe.
People have asked. I mean, it probably because I don't have a squeaky voice now.
Yeah.
Um, it and there's not because that video was full of anger,
Hmm.
and there was no acting in it.
Yeah.
So
It was raw emotion.
so I can't really replicate another video like that
Mhm.
without being that angry,
Mhm.
and it's quite hard to get me pissed off now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I can always try and do a video. But if I'm going to, I'm gonna say I'm gonna charge like 10k gold
Oh my god.
if someone wants that.
Right then, well you heard it here first. You want a Ben video? You pay 10k gold to the man.
Yeah.
I very much doubt that's going to happen.
Now I
Um,
know.
so obviously the first video, one
Yeah.
of the most prevalent parts of that was the Sacred Dick fucking Empire. That was a crew that you said that they kicked you out, and that was the reason for the video itself.
Yeah.
Just this round, you were part of the Sacred Empire again, weren't you?
Yeah.
Are you part of them still?
Currently, no. I have good communication with them. Um, I had joined. In order to understand it, you need to understand the beginning of this round.
Mhm.
So I created Order of Chivalry right at the start of the round,
Yeah.
and there was a member in there called. Well, actually, no. We'll go back before that. So The Departed. I was in that crew as someone called Zai. That was the first account of this reset,
Mm-hmm.
and Olympus had let me in the crew because he thought I was the ex-boss of the Reckoning, Zay.
Z-E-Y, isn't
Zay,
it? Yeah, yeah.
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 And I was like, I didn't tell him I was Zay. He just assumed. So I was like, yeah, I am. So he made me counsel of it,
Yeah.
and then I started scamming everyone in it. And then he tried to demote me from council. But it took 24 hours,
Wow.
which it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's got that little timer. So I hard kicked everyone. And that's where a bust, I think it's a bust, how you pronounce it.
The TSE guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had scammed him for 400 gold, but then I felt really bad about it. So I paid him back. He's my first ever payback I've ever done.
Why did you feel bad?
I don't know, because to be honest, yeah, I didn't plan to come in scamming this round at all. Like, we'll get to this in a bit, but the scamming, there's a reason why I scam or did scam.
Yeah.
It's not something I just do because I want to.
Yeah.
There was a reason. So yeah, the opportunity was there, but I paid him back because I just felt bad, and then we clicked and stuff, and then I opened up Order of Chivalry after that on Tory, and that crew actually. Now I'm just gonna contradict everything I've just said, but that was a scam crew.
I remember it well. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just getting people in there to make money for me. So I had like this player called Doppy, and I set him 10 mil a day tax
10
and
mil a
stuff.
day.
Yeah, sometimes 20.
That's extortionate.
Yeah.
And
So I was trying to.
he'd pay that.
Yeah, because I'd send Jenkins over to basically threaten him.
Who's Jenkins?
That the co-boss at the time. Because
Why wouldn't this guy just say no? Fuck off! I'm not giving you that.
because he didn't want to die.
Jesus Christ! Right, all right, then carry on. Yeah.
So after all of that, there was this player called Prophet. You know Prophet, he's the buzz writer.
Yeah, he's in the buzz. Yeah.
Yeah, and going back to The Departed, Olympus somehow found me, and he started in the forums. He was saying, "Oh, it's Ben. He's scamming you and stuff." And it was such bad timing. The Prophet had just lent me 300 gold or 150, and then he saw that topic, and then he was crying to Olympus, going, "Please don't shoot me. I didn't know," or something.
Yeah.
And I was, oh, that made me laugh so much. So Prophet left, and then I started messaging Prophet, and we sort of got friends as well. So I'm sort of just picking up all these TSE friends,
Right. Yeah.
a bust and stuff, and then I'm MWO. I'm speaking to as well. And I start working with MWO on a side thing. We're just doing what we do because he's quite naughty apparently. He's like, compared to the rest of the crew, he's like a bit like me, but not scammer, but just like reckless. I think is the word.
Okay.
And yeah, we just sort of clicked, and then after the trust was there, they just let me in, really.
Right.
Like Abu gave me a chance. Vibby, I think it's Vibby. He
I call
said,
him Vibey.
"Oh, I say Vibby."
Yeah.
He was very hesitant of me joining because
Understandable. Yeah.
he thought I was a lion in a cage. That's his analogy of me.
Right. All right.
So he was very hesitant, but we joined, and I proved them wrong, and I wasn't scamming or anything, and I was basically I actually found a talent that I had, which was rather than scamming,
Mhm.
I would do the lists for the crew.
Yeah.
So all the bankers and all the underground shooters and everything.
No, you were
Um,
trusted with all that information.
no, I was the one doing the list,
Oh,
creating it.
you were fine. You were basically like
I was the list maker.
right. I see. I see. I
Yeah.
see. Not.
Um,
Yeah. All right.
yeah. So basically, my skill of scamming, having to observe everyone and everything, that's what I just switched it up
Mhm.
and built up trust with them. And yeah, that's what my duties were. But then I'm not sure if I should say this, but I'll just say it anyway. And fuck it if I'm saying too much. When I the reason why I'm no longer part of the Sacred Empire
Right.
was after the dog pound when they were shooting,
Yeah. Yeah.
when that big war,
Mhm.
there was a truce for 2 weeks
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something like that.
I think that's
And
still ongoing, isn't it? I'm not sure either.
I'm not sure on that.
No.
But there was a truce, and I then got bored, and there was no, I'm just active, and I have to do something.
Okay.
Um, so I got shot on the New Yorker. I don't know who shot me,
Mhm.
but I thanked them for it anyway. Um, and then I came back as 4 a.m. flex,
Right.
and I found this random L Don
Mhm.
called Fledsky,
Right.
and he I was like, "Oh, do you want to shoot a crew or something for me?" And he went and shot up Levita, who were on the stats for
Right.
like a day or maybe or something like that. And then I find out it was the family, so I've just shot up the whole family.
All right.
Um, and accidentally, I didn't actually know. And I asked around as well,
Mhm.
like, who is this? And yeah, that's what happened. So it was kind of mutually agreed that I would leave the crew
Right.
just because Vibby was right. I'm a lion in a like in a
Yeah.
cage.
Yeah.
I just so so that's what's happened basically.
Okay.
But I'm on good terms with them. The family are fine now because they understand that I did ask around and no one knew, so it's their fault for being secretive. Um,
How did it come to light that it was the family in the end? Then
um,
did they complain to the Sacred Empire or?
I think no, because I was posting it on the Discord in the Discord group,
Right. I see.
and
Yeah.
then yeah, and then I think I don't know, I don't have that information, but somehow it came to them that it was the family, and yeah, that was it. That was it basically.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, in the middle, in the midst of all that, you were very definitive when you said that look, that I do scam, I have scammed people in the past, but there is a reason behind it.
Oh yeah.
What is the reason? Why would you go out of your way to try and take things that other people are doing?
So I'm not going to blame Nixie, but I will blame her at the same time.
Okay.
Um, I was originally duping and refreshing, like auto refreshing,
Mhm. Well, this round.
but no, not this round. No,
Oh,
I'm talking like
you're talking
way
about
back.
way back. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but
When Nixie was a moderator, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
um, and I didn't really know the rules or anything.
Mhm.
I didn't really pay attention. So she would always ban me and stuff,
Mhm.
but I didn't. I don't know. Sometimes the bans were not. I wasn't doing anything. So sometimes I had felt like it was um, scamming because I was doing occasional scams back then, but not the level that you've seen, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
big ones.
Mhm.
So I would do like an OC scam here and there,
Yeah.
or a topic saying first to send money. And so they're scams that I would consider very low,
Mm-hmm.
like very low scale.
Yeah.
And she just didn't like that. I think she took a hatred to me at the time, which I don't blame her for. And then she goes, "Well, Ben, welcome to the ban on site list." And I was like, "The fuck is this?" Like, I didn't know. And then I tried to sign up again, and she banned me. And that's when the threat came of me, threatening to stab her
Yeah. What
or
was the?
something.
I thought what the threat was the reason you got put ban on site.
No, no, no. No, that was after, I think. Oh no, maybe I don't recall. It was either what I've just said, or it was she banned me, and then I was at my last tether
Mm-hmm.
or something. So I said that. I can't recall, but I just always remember because 5 Litre was admin at the time.
Yeah.
I thought there was some, it was. I thought the whole point of this the ban, wasn't because of what I was doing, but because scamming at the time was not a bannable offence. So
Right.
this is how she was going to try and get me off the game
Mm-hmm.
by putting me up with all this other shit.
Right.
So I went out my way because I didn't feel I was banned fairly on site. I then made it my mission to scam and make sure that I play every single day until I'm banned. So for the next 7 years, I did not quit at all. Every day, but because I couldn't play the game properly, um, it's a mixture of things. Because I couldn't play it properly, I had to scam anyway. But then I also wanted to scam the community as payback for Nixie's actions.
But you've been off of ban on site for a long time now.
Yeah, no, no, yeah, that was during that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Now, when I come off ban
why
on site,
have you
uh,
continued?
so I haven't really continued.
I mean, you have. I mean, we've all seen you in the Discord. Ben, I mean, you used to message me at least once a week, pretending to be crack, saying, "Oh, you can join the family if you send me all this money." Like,
No, 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 that was when I was banned on site.
no, you weren't at that point. You weren't at ban
No,
on site at that point. No, you that was when you made your second video and you put it in the game forum and everything. You
I
weren't
was
ban on.
banned on site then, I think.
Ah, you weren't. You'd just come off it.
Oh,
You
I'm
just
trying
come.
to think back then. So when I was doing the Krark thing,
Yeah.
um, that was during the manual reset,
Ah,
mostly, or just after that.
it was the round afterwards. It was round 7. Because
So when,
so round 6 was the manual
yeah,
reset, the end of round 6. Then at
mhm,
round 7, you got took off ban on site, and then you
yeah,
started impersonating crack and trying to get people to send you money to join the family. Because obviously in round 6 they'd showcased all this power and stuff, and I think that's when you decided to try and impersonate the
um,
family.
I I think it must have been half and half. Now I swear I was definitely banned on site because
It,
I was duping a lot
I
back then.
remember I definitely remember it was round 7 when you did get took
I
off. I
think,
know
yeah, I got unbanned.
it might not be the start of round 7, but
No, no, no. But I basically I'm confident I was banned on site still with Krog because I wouldn't have been doing that. Because as soon as I got off ban on site, I was put on like a watch list basically, and I had to be good. So I would never have risked that stuff.
hmm I mean,
So
weren't you impersonating crack this round?
no,
You,
was I?
I remember in the Discord at one point you wrote, or was it you said, Crack isn't a real person. I made him up.
Oh,
I created his Facebook and this personality from Norway. I'm really the boss of the family, and
yeah.
watch
So
out.
no, so these things, a lot. Oh, it's so complex, but I am a troll as well.
Yeah.
So, like when I'm saying those sorts of things, I'm expecting like it's not really a scam. It's more just a troll,
Mhm.
like pretending. But I'm not looking to gain anything from saying that.
No.
This round, for instance.
Mhm.
Um,
Then why say it then?
I don't know. I just say things because I like to test people.
Right. Yeah. So what? I mean, obviously, the crack thing has played a big part in your role of scamming over the years. I mean, what's been the obsession with crack and obviously the
No,
family?
so there wasn't really an obsession. At the time, he was dominating the game, the family.
Yeah, they were.
So I'm thinking, well, he's an underground player mostly, so I'm going to use this to my advantage and take his name and pretend I'm him, because everyone knows the name and they all want to join the family. When I realised it paid so well to be Croc, then that's where I continued the name because it pays so well. But there's not an obsession. See, whenever I make a new account or pretend to be someone, I will usually create an email with their name, that username within the email, because if I ever speak to someone on WhatsApp or Skype or anything, they'll see the email, so it looks more legit. So that's why with Krog, I had like Krog at hotmail.com and stuff because I had that.
Isn't like your poker star's name, Crack?
Yeah, because it went so well, the scam, and because I had that scam for so long, basically, I just started using that email as my main one, and then I thought, well, this is quite a good name actually, and it's bootleggers, yeah, but he's not going to be using it elsewhere, is he? So why not?
So you just stole his name then?
Pretty much. And then I found out what it actually means as well.
What does it mean?
It means crow.
Right. Well,
I've been
Norwegian, I presume.
Yeah, old Norwegian.
Yeah.
It means crow. So I've been walking around with crow or something.
All right. Have you ever impersonated me? Have you ever tried to be me and scam people?
I think so. Definitely.
I think I recall. I think it was last round. Someone sent me a boot mail, and no, someone sent me a message on WhatsApp said, "Who's this guy pretending to be you?" And then I just said, "It's probably Ben. Just ignore it.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter."
I've been quite a few people. I've been Croc, Stowe, you, a lot of X mods as well. A trick that I would do, you can't really do it now, but because of that user thing.
Yeah.
But I would check the graveyard, and when a crew shooting would occur, I would then sign up at that point of the guy who's just died.
Yeah.
And then I would contact their crew saying, "Oh, it's me. I've just died. Can you give me this amount of gold?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, nice. Thanks. Bye."
So I mean, you are predominantly known for two things: the video and the being a scammer. They're probably the most notorious scammer on the game.
Yeah. Back then, though.
I mean, now you're saying, like, I want to change. I don't want to scam people anymore. What's brought on the change now? Why don't you want to do it anymore? Do you want to be painted in a better light by the community? Is it something like that?
Well, now that there's a multiple reasons. So first of all, I'm not banned on site anymore. Secondly, up until this round, I didn't really have a lot of interest in the community. I learned everyone's names, but I really couldn't give a shit for anyone at the time.
Yeah.
And it was just all about me and everything. But this round is different because I've started to make some friends, and I've realised that the game is actually quite fun, legit. So that's why I wanted to change as well. But there is also things like, for instance, the order. We'll talk about that. This round when I made the order.
Yeah, you probably impersonated the order, didn't you?
Yeah, Idle Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So these are where people are assuming something, but it's not what it appears. That was not set up to scam at all. I don't know how you would consider something, but I don't consider it the same. I'm pretending to be Idle Bunny in the order, and whilst people might think, "Oh, that was just done to scam,"
I mean,
it was.
that's a scam in itself, though, because you're
Oh,
not idle money,
well,
are you?
no, true.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a yeah, it kind of is a scam. I'll agree,
Yeah.
but I'm not trying to scam anyone's gold or anything. I just wanted to lead a crew, um, to have fun.
Right.
So I've made this crew, the Order. I've built it, and then we get shot, and then people are saying, "Oh, it's Ben," and they're saying, "Oh, he's scammed all our gold and everything." Um, but when I was borrowing their gold, it wasn't to scam them. It was just to run the crew
Yeah.
with the intention to give back. But they automatically just assumed, oh, he's scammed us.
Mhm.
It- um, but like for instance, Puccini, I think it is, who was in the Night's Watch.
He's in the Night's Watch now.
Yeah, like I've given him his gold back
Yeah.
that borrowed off him as Idle Bunny and stuff. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't. Yeah, scamming is boring now, I guess, and
Yeah.
it's not nice, I suppose.
No, it's horrible. I mean, especially when you think that people might be spending their real money on gold. I mean, you wouldn't go up to someone in real life and say, "Oh yeah, can I borrow your PlayStation, please?" And then just never give it back, would you? It's because it's a personal thing. It's like
No, true.
when someone buys gold, they're still buying that with the real money. It's still
No, I understand that. But then I don't know. There's two ways to look at it, but I agree with you.
yeah.
But there is another way, which is I could buy gold,
Hmm.
sell it all, and then be shot within 5 minutes, and then I've just lost it all.
Yeah. But I mean, then that's you been your choice. It was your choice to sell the gold. It was your choice to gamble. It was your choice to hold it in bank or whatever. If you're
True.
saying to someone, "Give me this gold and I'll give you it back," that's I know it's still their choice to give you it, but then it's your choice
No, I
whether
know.
to give it back or not.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
I don't agree with that. I mean, some of the low profile shit, like you said, OC scams and stuff like that. That's just mostly funny. I mean, it's if you do get a scam like that, then I do agree that's your own fault. That's just you.
Yeah.
That's just you being an idiot for not checking that the percentage was set. However, when it comes to building friendships with people and claiming other people's personalities and obviously building that trust that isn't really there when you're just using someone for your own benefit, I think that's quite wrong.
Yeah. No, I do agree. I mean, I don't. I won't say I regret anything, because at the time it was fun. I guess. That sounds a bit psychopathic, really, but yeah, at the time it was fun. But I have realised that, yeah, things don't. You don't get anywhere by doing that, really, and
No.
it's kind of like a solo game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I've kind of now changed course really, and in a way, like there was an article that I gave Profit about one of my scams, um, and he put that up. That was just more of an awareness
Yeah.
to understand that. So, but I don't know. I mean, the game seems to have settled down and changed a bit since I've stopped scamming.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. I don't know really. It's
So obviously, moving away from the scamming, obviously
Hmm.
you said yourself it was 7 years or so. Your whole motivation to play the game was to scam people. I mean, what's your motivation to play the game now? Then, if you don't want to scam people, and is there anything that you specifically want to achieve in the game? Anything like that?
Well, actually, I surprisingly with such a I guess I'd say I've got quite a selfish personality.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm actually quite caring as well. So I am not one for domination at
Yeah.
all. And I see a lot of that and stuff. So I always try and help out. Um, and yeah, that's what I don't want to be like the Vanguard where I'm, trying to defend all the crewless and stuff. Um, but I don't mind helping. So if they want to join my crew and stuff, they can. And I have no. I keep telling people this, but it's all they just. I don't know what they're trying to do. I just say, just tell me the truth. Who are you? Like, what's your previous names? what crews are you with? Just because I just want to know rather than them being shady or some shit.
Yeah.
So if they tell me, I'm not going to tell anyone and I don't care. And they can just join me. And yeah, my crew, I just want it to be sort of like chilled out, maybe.
So but you want to achieve, the achievement you want is to run a successful crew. Basically, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, basically. I don't really have any plans at the moment. I mean, I might seek domination for myself. Eventually.
I mean, success can be defined in so many different ways on bootleggers. It doesn't have to mean specifically that you dominate the game. I mean, it's what the targets that you set yourself, really. If you say you want to have a 30-man crew, you want to have this amount of gold, you want to be able to hold casinos freely, you want to join an
Yeah.
alliance. Do you know what I mean? There's so many different aspects to bootleggers that you can set your own goals and define what is successful by yourself. So, I mean, you by saying you want to turn around to basically do a full 180 from the whole scamming and have a crew where you can help people and stuff. I mean, that would be an achievement in itself, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so actually. Like the people who are in my crew, I haven't hidden it either. They know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no it's refreshing, I guess, because in nearly every single crew I've ever been, it's always been I'm this person. I'm never Ben.
Yeah.
So now I am Ben and they're all fine with it. And there seems to be an obsession with me this round. I don't know where this has come from either. Like, I, I don't know. Everyone keeps saying Ben, 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 and I don't know why.
That's gone on for a long time. It's just...
Yeah, but it wasn't as crazy. This round. It seems to be every topic. Hi Ben, or
yeah.
yeah. And like for instance, racial. That guy. I'm not racial. And I feel sorry for some of these people, to be honest with you, because they're all getting blamed for being me. And like racial got his Ardon account shot, which was pointless. But
Were you Rose?
oh, was I right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. From that reaction, of course you were.
No,
You
not
weren't.
Rose. No,
I don't believe
I
it.
have a connection to Rose,
Right.
but it wasn't me.
Do you know who it is?
Yes.
So it's not some bloody Mexican lady who can't speak very good English.
No, no. I had control of Rose on Discord.
Right, so you were Rose on Discord.
On Discord. Right, I'll just tell you. Fuck it. So basically, Kitty was Rose's previous account,
Right.
and Kitty was set up to be my banker at the start of the round. It's my girlfriend's brother
Okay.
because I needed a banker.
Okay.
And after that, we decided, nah, fuck a banker, we don't want it. So the account was just dormant. And then I needed someone to shoot some bankers for me because I'm in TSE at the time
Mm-hmm.
and I can't shoot bankers. So I started funding Kitty to shoot bankers for me as my personal shooter.
Okay.
And then after Kitty died, I was like, "Oh, do you want to take my role of being a girl and stuff?" Because the way we would communicate would be for Xbox as well.
Right. Okay.
So I'm able to sit in the party chat while typing and stuff.
Yeah.
So for quick communication. And yeah, we just kind of communicated through that, and I would kind of guide him, tell him what to say and stuff, because he didn't really know what he was doing, really. So I had control of it in a way, but it's not a dupe,
Mm-hmm.
if you get what I mean. And yeah, it was just a laugh and everything, and I would talk to myself on the Discord as well, and everyone was wondering who the fuck is this. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, then he got bored of it, and Rose died, and I was like, oh, well, up to you if you want to sign up, but I don't think he wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, that whole situation in itself is is quite weird, isn't it? I mean, like talking to yourself and stuff. Well, I mean, what would you say is the weirdest thing you've done on Bootleggers? What?
Um, Probably back in the day, the Arabs, because
The
everyone
Arabs.
knows about this stuff. So, I mean, if we go back in history, we'll start with like a guy called Sky Four. Um, he tried to get me to Jordan or something. So
All right, yeah, I remember this
I was
story. Yeah.
friends with him. Yeah, and I was I can't remember. I was just friends with him, and he bought me some plane tickets or something, and tried to fly this like fat little white 14-year-old kid over to Amman or something. So yeah, but because this is another thing, because of the autism back then, I
Yeah.
was very vulnerable to these people. So I'd be like, oh yeah, and then my mum had to stop me from going because I packed my suitcase and stuff. So yeah, that at the time I was on my way to an airport, so I could have died there.
Oh, yeah.
um, and then also when I was pretending to be a girl and stuff, you just had all these men just always, wanting to sext or whatever on Skype and stuff. So the gold. So I would just be like, shit, yeah. And so what I would have would be a Minicam, I think it's called,
Right.
which is like an application where you just put over your actual webcam a video. So I'd get all these videos from Pornhub or just like forums of girls, and I'll just shove it in front of the cam, so they think they're talking to an actual girl
Yeah.
and stuff. And then I also had like voice changes and everything as well. I mean, I was proper in depth with this stuff,
Yeah.
and I was taking like 1K to 2K gold a day just for fake girls.
Yeah. Still, that's a bit. So I did. I don't know what to expect. I did ask you for the weirdest thing. So, I mean,
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know what I was doing as a kid. I was a bit I just don't know. Now I look back at it, I'm thinking, what the fuck
yeah.
is wrong with me? Yeah, so I'm not sat here like, oh yeah, that was very good of me. I can. It all goes back to the autism and stuff. At the time, I was not diagnosed with this,
Yeah.
so now as an adult, I'm diagnosed. I can look back at all these things and think, what the fuck? Like, I can now understand why I did a lot of that stuff
Hmm.
because I'm vulnerable and I wasn't understanding, everything. I just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with regards to the game itself,
Uh
is there
huh.
anyone that you kind of like look up to and respect, or is there anyone
Um.
because
Well,
you're wanting to change? Is there anyone you want to be like? Is
I suppose. Hmm. Croc. Hey, yeah. So I mean, obviously, um, I love like Abast, MWO, Abu, Vibi, all them lot. Anyway, they're really
yeah.
cool, and they've given me a great opportunity, um, like to start back and everything. And I've got like a network with them. But ultimately, for style wise, Krark is the ultimate player. If you look at it, because he's just so, I don't know. This guy's just so rich.
Mysterious.
Yeah, mysterious. He's got like 9, 10 guys. He's not like one of these nerds that just, have you ever seen him? He looks pretty swag.
I've seen a picture of him. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a basement dweller or anything
No.
either. This guy's on fleek.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Crack is on fleek. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to wind things down a bit now, Ben. Is there anyone you'd like to see on the podcast yourself? I mean, is anyone you'd like to nominate, really, to come
Uh,
on? Anyone you'd like to see?
ooh. Probably
Don't say Crack.
no. I would actually like to see AG. That would be funny.
AG?
AG in the Discord. So the
Oh, right,
swagger. So we've got Swagass in that Discord chat
Yeah.
or something. So like they're quite funny. I'd like to see like AG or Lucid in
Right,
there,
yeah,
but they're kind of invisible and mysterious. So yeah, I don't know if you'd ever get them on.
So, is there anything you want to ask me? Anything?
I don't really know. No,
No,
I don't know.
that's
But only
fair
because
enough.
I've been out of the See, the thing is, I'm not up until this round. I've been out of the game, sort of thing. So I've never paid attention to politics. Although, actually, if I quickly say, the politics in this round is complete bullshit. like I just don't even understand it at all.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Well, like I'm just in confusion. So like we have TSC and like they shot the dog pound, and then the dog pound were asking Aztec or Aztec, whatever the fuck. I say Aztec. Axtes. Yeah, so the dog pound were then asking Axtes at the time to help, and I think Goosey had said no, maybe, or something like that. And then after that, you've got like, I don't know if Axtes thinks TSC is an enemy or a friendly. It's just really confusing. Like I've just lost track of it all.
I don't. I think there's still a lot to establish itself so far. Well, to come in the round. I don't think everything's established yet. I don't think allies are established. I don't think
No,
that.
but
I
I
think.
don't want to join. I don't really want to join an alliance, although it might be seen as I'm on like a TSC side or something, because I'm still technically standing on the stats right now.
Yeah.
But I don't really consider it like that. I just, I'm a friendly crew, but I'm friendly with the other side as well, like Dog Pound as well. I've got no issue with them. We're kind of like the Chicago outfit, but just a lot more cooler because they're fucking useless.
Shout out to the Chicago outfit, by the way. I think we'll call it there.
Yeah.
Right, so thank you very much for coming on, Ben. It's been an absolute pleasure. I don't usually do this, but I am going to announce the guest for episode 4, because it is quite a big one. We have got Kyle Croft coming on, that should be a really good one. I am going to make a topic in the game forum, maybe a week before I plan to do the episode, and we're going to get a bunch of questions from you guys, so you can ask Kyle. Well, I can ask Kyle your questions through myself, basically. Other than that, it's been an absolute pleasure, Ben. Thank you very much, and we will catch you next time on episode 4 of The Speakeasy. Take care.
Okay. Right.
Bye-bye.
Right.